You follow Belisarius, the last spear of Rome. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Imagine you are standing on a rocky harbor, where the wind carries the scent of salt and the cries of seagulls. Before you is a city that has never slept for over 1,000 years. That is Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire, and also where your story begins. Part 1. The city that never sleeps. You are not a prince, not a general. You are just an ordinary citizen, born amidst rocks, sea, and city walls so high they obscure the sky. Since childhood, you have heard people say, Rome has fallen. But if Rome has fallen, then why does this city still stand? You see the guards changing shifts every night. You see merchants from all over the world. You see the dome of the Hagia Sophia Church gleaming in the morning sun. Rome is not dead. It has only changed form. Part 2. The day the city burns, first climax. One day, the city roared. Not bells. Not singing. But people. Nika, Nika. You were swept up in the crowd like a leaf in a fire. Stones flew. Torches blazed. Palaces shook. Rumors spread faster than horses. Emperor Justinian wanted to flee. You thought, that's it. Then a woman spoke. Empress Theodora. And a man emerged from the shadows. No shouting needed. No banners needed. Just discipline. His name was passed from mouth to mouth, like metal striking stone. Belisarius. When his army entered the hippodrome, the rebellion died down. That night, the city was silent. And you understand. Rome does not live by words. It lives by those who dare to stand firm. Part 3. The General WHO knows how to wait. Belisarius was unlike other generals. He didn't shout. He didn't show off. He waited. At Dara, facing a larger Persian army, he dug trenches, organized, patient. You see the enemy getting impatient. And then, they broke. Victory doesn't come from strength. It comes from a cool head. That night, you see him sitting by the fire. A woman comes to him. Sharp eyes, an enigmatic smile. Antonina, his wife. You didn't know then. But their private lives would be part of the war. Part 4. The Sea and the Dream, slow pace, majestic. North Africa. The sea unfolds before you like a challenge. High waves, long night. Some vomit, some pray. Belisarius walks along the deck. He doesn't say much. But just his presence makes everyone believe they will live. At Ad Decimum, the battle is chaotic. News of victory and defeat intertwine. Just one moment of losing composure, and everything collapses. But Belisarius holds the formation. And when the Vandals fall, you know you are standing in true history. Carthage opens its doors. No looting. No slaughter. Rome returns. Not as a beast, but as law. Part 5. Idea. War has a human face. Naples didn't want to open his doors. Belisarius didn't want to kill. But war doesn't ask if you want it or not. The sewers. The gates open. The city falls. You see children crying. You see houses burning. This is when you understand. Justice also leaves scars. Part 6. Rome under behavior, central climax. Rome opens its gates. Then closes them tightly. The Goths besiege the city. Food runs out. Disease creeps in the darkness. Belisarius walks the city walls every day. He doesn't flee. He doesn't give up. He shoots his bow. He talks to the soldiers. He turns Rome into a trap that exhausts the enemy. Month after month. Finally, the Goths retreat. Rome stands. Part 7. The Peak and Suspicion. Ravenna opened the gates with cunning, not bloodshed. Belisarius achieved the greatest victory of his life. And immediately, he became a threat in the emperor's eyes. You learn the bitterest lesson of empire. A hero who shines too brightly will frighten the king. Part 8. Disease, exhaustion, and silence. A plague swept through the city. Funeral bells became the background music. The war continued, but without the glory. Belisarius fought on. Fewer troops. Less support. He remained loyal. And still under suspicion. Part 9, The Last Rise. The year 559. The enemy approached Constantinople. Belisarius, old and weary, was called upon. He used cunning. He used prestige. He repelled the threat. There was no triumphal anthem. Only, silence returned. Part 10, the final page. Belisarius died in silence. No grand statue. No long song. But you remember. You remember the man who held the empire by wisdom, discipline, and patience. You remember that Rome did not live by magic. It lived by people who did not flee. You turned your back on the sea, blending into the crowd of Constantinople. History continues. But in your narrative voice. Belisarius still lives on.